everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I am going to be filming a get to know me video. I filmed one of these last year and I'm going to film another one because some of the answers might be updated. These are different questions. I will link the questions down below if anybody else would like to film a video with these questions. The first question is, where did you grow up? So I grew up in Abaco in the Bahamas. The second question is, where do you currently live? I currently live in Abaco in the Bahamas. The third question is, who is your first best friend? And I'm pretty sure it was Stephanie. She is still currently my best friend, so props to us for lasting 26 years. Number 4, how tall are you? I think I am 5'6" or 5'7", maybe somewhere between there. I haven't measured myself for a while. 5, dogs or cats? Both. I have 2 cats and 1 dog, and I would have more dogs if we had the space and could afford it. But pets are expensive and they take up room. Number 6, what was your funniest moment in high school? So I'm sure I've had tons of funny moments, but none of them really come to my head like this one. I remember one day I was in like English or literature or some class like that, and we were all reading aloud. We were taking turns reading like sections from a story, and I clearly wasn't paying attention. So I was just reading along, and the stories went something like Jimmy dodged the ball, but I read it as dojed, and everybody laughed, and that was the joke for our entire high school career. So, and people still laugh about it today. Number 7, where were you born? I was born in Palm Beach, Florida. Number 8, are you in or have you been to college? Yes, I have been to college. I went to Montserrat College of Art, and I got a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in photography with a minor in creative writing. Number 9, what is your favorite drink? So I don't know if this means like alcoholic or not, but I don't drink alcohol at all, so I like iced tea, lemonade, soda, water, coconut water, Gatorade. I'm not super picky when it comes to drinks, but just not anything alcoholic. Number 10, what is your spirit animal and why? So I have 2 spirit animals, a wolf and an orca whale. And why? I really like the wolf's alpha mentality and their free spirit, and for an orca, I really love their free spirit as well. And I'm just super drawn to them. I don't know why. I have dreams about orcas all the time. It's weird, but I'm super drawn to them. Number 11, are you wearing perfume, and what scent is it? No, I am not wearing perfume. I very rarely wear perfume just because I'm not very high maintenance. I don't wear makeup or anything like that. When I wake up, I just, brush my teeth and put on deodorant, maybe brush my hair, but I'm just not that kind of person. Number 12, tea or coffee? Both. But if I had to pick, probably coffee because I drink it more. 13, what are your life goals? I think to be happy, to create a family, and have a life that I enjoy. I would also like to be a successful YouTuber or successful in whatever I do, whether I become a National Geographic photographer or renowned chicken farmer or whatever I do once I'm happy, and that's all that matters. 14, what sports do you play or have you played? And that is, I don't play any and I haven't played any. I am not an athletic type. 15, have any books you read changed your life? Not necessarily super like, oh my gosh, this book seriously changed my life kind of thing, but recently in the past 5 or 6 years I've read a lot of John Green books, and they've had impacts on my life just because of like the messages that they get across and the stories and the characters. I feel like they have impacted my life, but nothing super life-changing. 16, what is your favorite movie? So this is a hard question because I really love movies. I am a huge Disney fanatic and I really like musicals, so I think that if I really had to pick my favorite movie, I think it would be Across the Universe, which is a musical that features Beatles music, and it's super well done, and I love that movie. 17. Who are your favorite YouTubers? So I recently uploaded a small YouTuber tag video where I talked about my favorite small YouTubers and favorite YouTubers, but I'll mention it again. So my favorite YouTubers, I think, would be Elle Mills. If you haven't heard of her, she's awesome and you should check her out. I will link her down below. Also, Kkandbabyj, they just got married and their wedding video was off the chains. It was everything that anyone could have wanted in a video and a wedding. So I will link their channel down below as well. I also really like watching Okbaby. I will link their channel as well. And I think that's it as far as like super famous and favorite YouTubers. 18. Do you speak any languages and how well do you speak them? The only language I speak is English. I did take Spanish when I was in high school, middle school, and elementary school, I think, but it didn't really stick to me. If I really needed to, I might be able to get by. I can ask where's the bathroom and please and thank you and stuff like that, but not to hold a conversation or to live somewhere where it's only Spanish speaking. I also know a couple words in Italian from when I traveled abroad, but not anything that's remarkable. 19. Are you single or are you taken? I am taken. I am taken. I am married. I have been married for 3.5 years now, and we have been together. This October will make 10 years. So yes, I am very much taken. 20. What is your ideal dream date? So a couple of years ago, I was watching either The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. I figured which one it was, but they went on a date to the Met, the Museum of Metropolitan Art in New York City, and ever since then I have wanted to go on a date there. It just looked so pretty, and since I do have an art background, it's just something that interests me, and I doubt that it would interest my husband at all, but I would love to go on a date there. 21. How long was your longest relationship? So I would say this would be my longest relationship that I'm currently in, and it is almost 10 years. 22. How would you describe your fashion sense? So I don't think that there's really a label for it. I have a mixed fashion sense. 23. What is your go-to hairstyle? So my go-to hairstyle is a messy bun. Over 50% of the time I don't brush my hair, so I just kind of throw my hair up in a messy bun and go. 24. How many siblings do you have? I have one sibling, a brother who is younger than me. 25. What is your go-to fast food order? I am not a huge fast food person. I don't like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, anything like that. I will eat Chick-fil-A, and from Chick-fil-A I normally get a 4-count strip meal with waffle fries and a sweet tea. And if you count like Chipotle or Panera as fast food, then yes, I do eat fast food, but not your typical McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, you know, stuff like that. 26. PC or Mac? So I am a huge Mac fan and definitely not a fan of PC. I have a MacBook Pro, I have an iMac, I have an iPad, I have an iPhone. Once you go Mac, you never go back. 27. What is your most memorable vacation memory? I am very blessed that I have traveled a lot and gone on a lot of vacations throughout my short 26.5 years. I have been to Europe, I have been to London, England, I have been to Paris, France, I have been to Rome, Italy, I have been to South Africa. I have been on a cruise to Jamaica, Haiti, Mexico. I have been to all kinds of different places, but I think my most memorable one was when we went to South Africa. I was probably 15 and we traveled around South Africa for a whole month. We got to go on safaris and see all kinds of cool things, so that was definitely one of my top vacation memories. I think second would be when I went to Paris and I got to see Notre Dame. When I just stood in front of it, it was huge and it was just so overwhelming, and I never thought that I would get to see it. And since I mentioned I'm a huge Disney fan, you know, the Hunchback of Notre Dame movie was based there, so it was just like looking at that and seeing that in person, and right now I feel like I'm gonna cry talking about it, but it's just like so overwhelming, and the whole thing with it burning down recently was so upsetting to me. I was just sitting on the couch crying and eating chocolate out of the jar. Let me know your thoughts on Notre Dame burning down in the comments. 28, what are your morning and evening routines? So in the morning, I generally wake up and check my phone real quick, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, go make some coffee, check my phone again, check my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that kind of stuff, get my kids some breakfast, and then we go downstairs and feed the chickens and collect the eggs, and then come back upstairs and straighten up the house a little bit, do the dishes, do some laundry. For my evening routine, it's usually taking a shower and eating dinner and getting my kid ready for bed and collecting any eggs that the chickens may have laid later in the day, editing, filming, whatever, and then obviously going to bed. Number 29, do you have any bad habits? I would think that I have bad habits. Some of them might include being on my phone too much, or not cleaning as much as I should, or not folding laundry, not putting laundry away. But yeah, I don't have any bad habits as far as like biting my nails or anything like that. Number 30, tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't have known. One thing about me that you probably wouldn't know is that I almost dropped out of college during freshman year. I was upset. I missed my boyfriend, now husband, and I just really wanted to come home. But I stuck it out, and I am so glad I stuck it out. If you are having second thoughts about going away to school or anything like that, then you should really consider not doing it or doing it what's best for you. But I am super glad that I stuck it out and graduated and got to come home, got married, and all that. So that is the end of those questions, but there is an extended list, so I'm going to go onto that list. And the next question would be 31. What is your favorite Netflix show? I don't really watch anything that Netflix produces. I don't watch Orange is the New Black or anything like that. I just haven't gotten into it. Maybe I will one day, but I haven't gotten into any Netflix show. 32, show us your song tab on Spotify. So I don't have Spotify in the Bahamas. It doesn't work. So I pretty much only use YouTube or iTunes to listen to music. Pandora doesn't work here or anything like that. So unfortunately, I don't have a Spotify song. 3, what is the craziest thing you've done? I don't know. I don't think that I've done anything overly crazy, but I think that in my mind the most crazy thing I've done is had a baby, which I still can't believe that I do, but yeah. So 34 is describe your first crush, and I'm not going to say their name in case they ever watch this video, which I highly doubt that they will, but anybody else watching it, who knows if they know they are. But anyway, he was a little younger than me, and he was a ginger, and I don't know if he had a crush on me. I really doubt it, but anyway, this was when I was like 5 years old. 5. Which theme parks have you been to? So I've been to Walt Disney World. I've been to all their parks. I've been to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, all of those. And I've been to Universal Studios, and I have been to Busch Gardens in Tampa. 36 is who's your childhood best friend, and I answered that already. 37, what is your favorite genre of film and why? So I mentioned earlier that I am a huge Disney junkie, and I also really like musicals, so both of those kind of go hand in hand. And I just think that musicals are super fun with the dancing and the singing and the choreography. I just love it all. 38, what was your dream job as a kid? So I wanted to be a vet when I was younger. Even throughout high school, I wanted to do something with animals. I knew that I probably wouldn't be a vet because it entails a lot of math, and math was not and still is not my strong suit. I was going to do something else with animals, but I ended up not. 39, what is your coffee order? So if I want a cold coffee, I will normally get a iced caramel macchiato. If I want a hot coffee, I will get a white chocolate mocha latte or something like that from Starbucks, which is amazing. 10, what is your favorite thing to order from Uber Eats? So we do not have Uber Eats in the Bahamas, and I have never used Uber Eats, so that question is invalid. 11, have you ever moved away from home? Where to, and how was the experience? So like I mentioned earlier, I did go to college in Massachusetts, so it was pretty far away, and at first it was not a pleasant experience. My first year of college was not very enjoyable. I was very, very homesick, and I had a bad roommate experience. But after that, during sophomore year was better, junior year and senior year was great, and by senior year I didn't want to leave. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? I have failed at a lot of things, and I'm sure from every one of them I have learned a lesson. I can't think of anything major that I can talk about right now, but I know for a fact that I have learned from a lot of things that I've failed at. How many countries have you traveled to? So I talked earlier about some of the places I've traveled, and off my head right now I do not know how many countries I've traveled to, but I am not going to count right now. I can just tell you it's a lot. Who is your celebrity crush? Alright, so some people know this, some people don't, but I have a huge crush on Luke Ryan. I love watching him on Idol. I love listening to his music, and he's just a great person. He took in his siblings' children when they passed away, and he does charity work, and I could have his babies. Anyway, don't tell my husband that he said that. Do you have any pets? Show them to us. So yes, I do. I have a dog, Sailor. I will put a picture of him right here. And I have 2 cats, Merida and Ariete. And I have roughly 50 chickens, which I will post a couple pictures somewhere along here, but not of every single one of them. Just random chicken pictures that I have. What are your pet peeves? So I super hate loud chewers and people who make sounds with their mouth when they're chewing, like when they slur or chew with their mouth open. It's just disgusting. What do you do in your free time? So in my free time, I film YouTube videos, I hang out with my chickens, I play with my kid, I listen to music and go outside, take pictures, go to the beach, just whatever I feel like at that time. Do you have any weird quirks? Yes, I do. I don't know what they are, but I know that I do, and I'm sure that if you asked one of my friends, they could list tons of them. But I do know that I'm weird and quirky. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is purple, but I also am a fan of blue. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I answered this earlier. I have one younger brother. Do you know your personality type? What is it? I don't really label myself. There are people outside looking at my chicken. Anyway, back to the video. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? What was your most memorable? Yes, I have been to a few concerts. I would like to go to more, but where I live they don't have any at all. So whenever I get to travel to go to them, I have been to Project Revolution, where I saw Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance, and both of them were amazing. I also went to another Linkin Park show a couple of years later, which was also amazing, and those are the only two Linkin Park shows that I've been to and probably will ever go to because of what happened the last couple of years with Chester Bennington. So that is super sad for me. I was so upset when I found out what happened. I have also been to two Fall Out Boy shows, and I saw Paramore a couple times. I've seen All Time Low. I have seen Panic at the Disco, and I have also gone to Vans Warped Tour. So I have seen quite a few in concert. I've also went to Jason Aldean, where they also had Tyler Farr and Cole Swindell, and that was also a really good show. I would love to see them again. I am dying to see Luke Bryan in concert. Please, somebody send me to go see him in concert, please. What are your favorite values in friends? So I like friends that are loyal, friends that will stick around, friends who you can laugh with, friends who you can tell anything to, friends who aren't going to judge you. What is one thing that you wish people knew about you? So a lot of people probably already know this, but some people probably don't, that I'm very sensitive, and I don't like when people make jokes with me because I am sensitive. So just, I wish that a lot of people could know that and keep that in mind when they are laughing and joking about something that they might think is funny but I don't find funny. What social media are you addicted to? So the three social medias that I use the most are Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and I use all three of those daily, multiple times a day. So I would think that those are the ones that I'm addicted to. How do you get along with your family? I get along with my family pretty well. What is the biggest struggle that you have overcome? I think that would be when I was away in college and being homesick and wanting to come home, but I stuck it out and graduated. Who is your role model? I can't really think of anybody off my head. You know, some people are like, oh, this person is super my role model, but I don't really have one. You are going out with your friends, describe your night. So I probably wouldn't be going out with my friends that night because one, I have a kid, two, I like to sleep. I go to sleep early-ish, most of the time by 10, and I am just not a party animal. I don't enjoy the bar scene. I don't go out drinking. If I do go out, it's just for dinner and coming home. What are you happiest with in your life right now? I would say I'm happy with where my family is at. I am married and I have one baby who is 1.5, and I am dying for another one, but I am still very happy with where my family is right now because I know a lot of people have a hard time conceiving children, and some people out there don't even have any, and I'm very blessed to have at least one right now. So maybe one day I will be blessed with another one, but I'm happy with where my life is right now. I have my chickens, I have my pets, I have friends. So that is the end of both questions lists. I will make sure and link them down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and give me a comment. Talk about what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. If there's any other video that you would like me to film, please let me know in the comments. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.